I persuade the ones who want to be my fans, and the ones who are not willing to be my fans, I persuade them to be my fans.
Okay, so the ones who say, the young people who say you are tribalist, you are an ethnic extremist, you're saying their concerns don't mean anything to you?
I am not saying they are not. I am saying it's not 100% Gen Zs who think I'm tribal. Many of them think I am a great leader, I'm a nationalist. And that's when you come to my meetings, it's full of Gen Zs. And I actually give them a chance to speak. But that does not mean that girl has no right to speak. She has a right to have a contrary opinion. I'm a Democrat myself. I cannot force her to say that I'm a nationalist. If she thinks I'm not a nationalist, she's entitled to her own opinion. Right. So but I did draw her attention to the fact that Gen Zs back at home, are my people, they are my supporters, because they understand me and they know that I'm not tribal. It's only that that narrative has been driven, and her being away and not knowing what is going on here in Kenya when she's in the States, she has bought that narrative. But I did persuade her that that is not the case.
Okay, so you believe the people of Mount Kenya are very central to the country's economy?
All Kenyans are central to the economic development of our country. But the people of Mount Kenya, like all other Kenyans, play an important role. And
you said central, because there's a difference between a central role and an important role. Not everybody can be at the center, right?
I'm saying central means that they are very, very, very instrumental in business. You know, if you go wherever town you go in this country, they are there doing business with other Kenyans. And therefore they are central in that wherever town you go, if you go to Garissa, you find them there. If you go to Mombasa, you find them there. If you go to Malindi, you find them there. If you go to Loitoktok, you find there. And they live well with other Kenyans, and they do business with other Kenyans, and they are really appreciated by other Kenyans. So they do play a central role in Kenya's economic development, in that they are in every part of this country doing business.
All right. It is for this reason that some of your party members felt you should be impeached as deputy president, because they felt that your shareholder narrative is too divisive for the country. And let me just remind Kenyans that in the run-up to your impeachment, you were vocal about a concept that you called shareholding in government. You explained this quite a number of times on several occasions, where you believed or seemed to believe that development follows particular voting patterns. And you were very specific about how the Kenya Kwanza government, should dole out goodies. I want us together to watch what you said about the shareholding narrative in government, and then we can seek some more understanding.
Hii serikali ni kampuni na ni ya shares. Si ndio? Ni ya shares. Kuna wenye kampuni, wale wako na shares mingi, kuna wale wako na chache, kuna wale hawana. Sasa nyinyi mliinvest kwa hii kampuni ya William Ruto na Rigathi Gachagua. Sasa lazima mvune. Yule ambaye alipanda atafanya nini? Si mlipanda? Si mliamuka mapema? Mukasema mutaki kusikia mambo ya ile system na nini? Muka-invest, mukapanda, mukapalilia, mukaweka mbolea, mukamwagilia maji, wakati ya kuvuna ndio huu. Najua wengine wananikashifu ati mimi nasema ati wale walipanda wavune kwanza. Iko makosa? Iko makosa? Hata hao watavuna, lakini wangoje. Si wale walipanda ni wavune kwanza. Wakishavuna wavune, ile tabaki kidogo, wale wakupanda waingie, watafute huko nini, ile tapatikana wachukue, wakwende. Si yuko namna hiyo?
Mr. Gachagua, maybe you've never been given an opportunity. I want to do that now. Please explain to us this shareholding concept and how does it work?
Even this matter has been taken out of context. Government formation is a process. And a coalition government is formed based on an agreement. I sat down with William Ruto and on behalf of the mountain people, negotiated our expectation from his government. And he negotiated the votes he wanted from our region. And he did negotiate with me that he wanted 70% of our votes. And in exchange, he would give us 40% of the government. It was not written, it was a gentleman's agreement. He sat down with the people of Western Kenya. They were wiser than me. They demanded an agreement. He demanded 70% of their vote. They demanded 30% of government. He sat with Kingi from the coast, and Kingi demanded certain things that will be done when government is formed. I was simply following the honoring of that agreement, that what was promised and what was agreed on must be honored. And I was saying, you know, we made an agreement that we are investing in this government, and this is our expectation. And Yvonne, it is not that it is anything that I was coming out from the blue. It was an agreement that was negotiated, you know, and I was insisting that that agreement should be honored. Other people are not insisting on the honoring of that agreement. I was under a lot of pressure from the people I negotiated on their behalf, that what we agreed on should be honored. And that is when William Ruto turned against me, because he didn't want to honor what we had agreed. And luckily for me, and it's a mistake that I made that I have to live with, yeah, I didn't insist on a written agreement. It was a gentleman's agreement. Nevertheless, even a verbal agreement in law is acceptable.
Sorry, just so we understand, you say you negotiated on behalf of your people.
Yes.
What did you negotiate for?
Positions, development, roads, coffee reforms, tea reforms, you know, guaranteed minimum return. We did economic charters with President William Ruto, 4 counties in Kenya. And for the people that I represented, because he came to me because he wanted votes from my region. That is the truth. It was not that because he just loved me or he was my friend. It was quid pro quo, you know. Give me this, I give you this. And he said, Rigathi, I want 70% of votes from the mountain. Can you deliver that? I said, yes, I can deliver. And I delivered 87%.